Dear students and respected teachers, Namaste and welcome to today's English class. So, I have got a very sad news today. One of my friend lost her mobile. Isn't that a sad news? How can I contact her now? So, how do you reply in this case, in this situation? Obviously, you would say, sorry to hear about that, right? Sorry to learn about that. Similarly, such situations like one of my friend's grandfather passed away. What could be the reply? So sorry to hear that, right? So I express my deep sympathy on it. So these are the replies. We reply in this way, especially in some situations like loss of something, some maybe accidents, or maybe some sad news, some related sad news. So we reply, we express our feeling of sympathy towards the speaker or towards the person who has lost something or somebody else. So this is called expressing sympathy or condolence. Yes, today our unit is expressing condolence and sympathy. So look at here on the board on PowerPoint slide, or you have this in this activity, think and act, in your book as well in page number 41. Two people are talking here, Dolma and Sarita. Dolma asks, why do you look so upset, Sarita, my grandma passed away yesterday. Dolma, I'm sorry to hear that. How old was she? Sarita, she was 84. Could you find the expression of sympathy over here? Yes, the expression is obviously by Dolma. I'm sorry to hear that. Is expressing sympathy, your feeling of sadness. You also feel sad when your friend is sad, don't you? Okay, that is the expression of sorry, because Dolma saw Sarita sad and Sarita's grandma passed away. Similarly, there is another activity, like see here. Death is inevitable and natural. Many people might have died in your neighborhood in last few years. List out the names and deceased. Okay, this is same. Deceased ones you remember. Deceased mean died, passed away, who passed away. Death is inevitable. It's unpleasant to listen about death, accidents, and all those kind of unpleasant things. But they are inevitable, cannot be avoided. Cannot be avoided. So these are natural and occur. So, and we feel very sad on those things. And the way to express these sadness is expressing condolence and sympathy. So here in this activity, what you have to do is, you might have seen people died in your community, or maybe even it might be your near people near around you. So please write down name, age, cause of death, and way of cremation. Cremation means way of disposing the dead body, maybe burning down into the ashes. So it is the way is different according to religions and different groups. Like Hindu people, they burn dead body, and then other maybe Christians, they bury. So that is different. Name, suppose Dolma's Sarita's grandma maybe Ramaya. Okay, let's say Ramaya. Ramaya, she said 84, and the cause of death was maybe, it was not mentioned in the book, but we could guess maybe illness, sickness, or maybe due to high blood pressure or something else. Then way of cremation, burnt or buried. So according to the people's rituals, so rituals are different. So this is what expressing sympathy. So you might know many other ways. You might know many other ways to say express sympathy, like I sympathize you. I'm really shocked to learn about it. Or maybe I extend my sympathy, or sometimes just saying, what a pity. These are the ways. And now we are moving to next, that is a message of condolence to be published in newspaper. I have got two examples over here. Let me show you. Here on the bird. Okay, so okay, these newspaper cutouts I have taken from Himalayan Times. It was published on Wednesday, March 20th, 2019. Both are of same day of same person. The first one, see what are the parts we need in writing message of condolence to be published. Like title, it could be just simply condolence sometimes. So here it is written in remembrance and remembrance of late Ang Chiring Sherpa. So we even keep photo, date of birth, date of demise. Demise means death, right? Date of birth and date of death. And then these all are the institutions, signs, symbols, and those who expressed condolence to the Ang Chiring Sherpa. So let's read this. In the loving memory of visionary leader late Mr. Ang Chiring Sherpa, who passed away on 27th of February 2019, we would like to express our deepest, sincere and heartfelt condolences to his family, friends and innumerable lives he touches on the day of Changa, the 21st day of the ritual. His vision, passion, contribution towards the development of tourism and aviation sectors has been a great gift to our nation, which we will always cherish and remember. So, in the first paragraph, condolence is expressed by those people, and his good words about what he did in his deeds are mentioned in this paragraph, and then finally, wish for may his soul rest in peace and his legacy live forever. So wishing to rest in the peace. So this kind of condolence we find in newspaper. I request you to collect cutouts of newspaper. Such newspaper you can find, cutouts you can find, you collect, and smaller sizes you can find. You can collect it and paste it on your exercise book. And another is of also of same person, late Ang Chiring Sherpa, heartfelt condolence. But the difference is this is expressed by his own family. Usually we find condolence in newspaper by other people towards the family and relatives, friends of the person's family, friends and relatives. But this is by his own family. They expressed, how they expressed, we are deeply saddened. So sadness is expressed. Deeply saddened by untimely loss of our beloved husband, father, brother, uncle and close relatives. So relations of all those people like wife, sons, daughter-in-law, sisters, their relations is expressed over here. Mr. Ang Chiring Sherpa, this is death. 27th Feb 2019. Today on 21st day of his sad demise. So this is there is kind of ritual on 21st day. So on that day they have published it. To mark this day, we make a place to continuously train on the part he has in vision and stay unrelentingly committed to fulfill his dreams and aspirations. So wishing for his dreams to come, what he dreamed in his life, during his life. And this hour of grief, we thank all our friends, relatives, well-wishers, patrons and organizations for their help, harmony and kind words. So this is given by his own family. This kind of example you can find in newspapers. English newspaper like Himalayan Times, Kathmandu Post and many more newspapers are there, English newspapers are there. Now let's move to the text given in your book. So you find this one. You can find this in your book as well. And condolence is written here. Maybe obituary is written in your book, and that means also condolence, obituary. Okay. So the photo of person is given, late Bir Bahadur Sahi. Late Bir Bahadur Sahi, and this is published by, this is to give for the publication. Grade 9 students of the same school, Patan Secondary School, they expressed their condolence in this piece of condolence. So what they have mentioned here, we are deeply saddened to learn about the sudden, premature and untimely demise of Mr. Bir Bahadur Sahi. So some words may be new to you, like premature, untimely, that means before time, demise means death. So they express their sadness about the news about death of Bir Bahadur. So Mr. Bir Bahadur Sahi, an English teacher of Patan Secondary School, Lalitpur, late Sahi suffered massive brain hemorrhage. He was helpful as well as popular among the students and his colleagues. So you can see meanings over here: massive, big and heavy, brain hemorrhage, bleeding, internal bleeding in the brain, popular, known, colleagues, co-workers. So all his co-workers were very sad, students and colleagues were very sad because he was very popular at that time and liked by many people. So they were sad and expressed their condolence to Bir Bahadur Sahi and his family. We extend our heartfelt condolence to his bereaved family and friends grieving the irreparable loss. Irreparable cannot be repaired, impossible to repair. Bereaved and grieving means sorrowing, mourning, and heartfelt means sincere. So these meanings are useful to you to do exercise later on as well. So please focus on it as well. May the departed soul be at eternal peace with Heavenly Father. So Heavenly Father is a God here, eternal, lasting. Departed is dead. So finally that is wished, the departed soul may rest in the peace. So this way we write condolence, a piece of condolence to be published in newspaper. And we have one more text over here, one more text, that is, this is sympathy letter. Okay, so what is written here? Let's see. Read the sympathy letter by Hamid, who was unable to attend Bir Bahadur's funeral. He had gone to Mecca as a pilgrim. So as a pilgrim, as a holy visitor, we say it dharmalambiharu, those who go to temples and for worshipping. So Mecca is a holy place. The Hamid went to Mecca, holy place, and no sooner had he returned home, he sent a letter to Bir Bahadur's wife, and this is sympathy letter. Damak 9 Chapa, October 14, dear Sarita. So Sarita is wife of Bir Bahadur. I was shocked to learn about the premature passing away of your husband. He was a wonderful person and he was always ready to help others. So, first line is about expressing sadness. How Hamid felt after listening to the news of death of Bir Bahadur, and he was sad, very sad. And he said that he was wonderful during his lifetime. His death has caused an immeasurable, cannot be measured, immeasurable loss, and not only to your family but to all of us, those who were working. I express my sincerest sympathy to you in your profound bereavement. Profound means deep bereavement is sadness, deep sadness is expressed. So may God grant you enough courage to withstand. Withstand means resist, tolerate this shock. So Hamid is wishing Sarita to have a great courage to tolerate this kind of loss. So have you noticed differences between these two texts? One is message of condolence to be published in a newspaper, and the second one is a sympathy letter. There are some differences you must have noticed. What are the differences? The first one is message of condolence to be published in newspaper, obviously, and whereas the sympathy letter is written to be sent at the home of the dead person's home. And obviously the first one is in the form of notice, and second one is in the form of letter. And usually the message of condolence to be published in newspaper, it has, it is for obviously for the dead person, it is wished for departed soul, and also expressed relatives, and sadness is expressed towards the condolence, sympathy is expressed towards family, relatives, and friends as well. But this letter of sympathy is sent directly to the person at home of the demised person. Directly the sympathy is expressed. In this way, we can find differences. So, as I requested you to go through meanings, like in second text, there are words like premature, untimely, immeasurable, cannot be measured, profound, deep, withstandnesses. These vocabularies we are going to use in exercise as well. So, these are important vocabularies. And now I hope you have understood the difference as well. What is the difference between first text and second one? So, shall we move to exercise? Are you ready? Okay, let's move to exercise now. 1. Enrich your vocabulary. So, the words given here, see, from the forward message of condolence and sympathy letter, both these words are from both text, and it is mentioned over there, like liked by many is from A means first text, that this is also from first text, before time, this is also from first text, people working together also from first text, and lasting forever, this is also from first text, mean message of condolence. And then next one is very deep, serious, that is from text B, that cannot be measured from text B, resist, endure from text B. Text B means letter of sympathy. Okay, these words I have also brought in such forms. Let me paste it on the board. So how it would be easy for you. Okay, so lasting forever, very serious, deep, very serious. This is B, that can be in your B, and liked by many, A, death, before time. People working together. Okay, so let's keep it accordingly. Liked by many is at first, then okay, liked by many, then after death is there, and then there is before time. Okay, that's fine. Then people working together, okay, people working together, lasting forever, and then very deep and serious, cannot be measured, and then races endure. So these are there. And now what is the meaning then? Have you found meaning of liked by many? Liked by many is obviously it is in 6th line. Have you seen? In the first text, 6th line. That is popular. Right? This is popular. And then popular. Death. Death means, what does death means? Have you found? Check out. Death. Death is the word demise. It is mentioned in 3rd line. Have you found? 3rd line. Now before time. Seek for the word before time in first text. Have you found? Check out. That is in 3rd line. Have you found? 3rd line. That is untimely. Have you guessed correctly or not? So people working together. What is it? People working together. What's the word for it? So that is in 7th line. Have you found? Okay, that means colleagues. 7th line. Found? So next word is lasting forever. Lasting forever means it's in the 10th line, first text. So that is eternal. Eternal. Very serious. Very serious. Sincerest. Okay? Sincerest. This is sincerest. And that cannot be measured. Have you found the word? That is from text B. So sympathy later, that can be measure mean immeasurable. And the final word is resist endure, that means withstand, from text B, 6th line. Okay, this is somehow like this now. Okay, you must have completed the work. Is your answer correct? Okay, check once again. Liked by many, popular, death, demise, before time, untimely, people working together, colleagues, lasting forever, eternal, very deep and serious, sincerest, that can't be measured, immeasurable, resist, endure, withstand. This is the answer key. All right, now can we move to next exercise? Okay, let's move. Read and match. Match the expressions under column A with their suitable continuation under B. So what is Bir Bahadur? Who is Bir Bahadur? Bir Bahadur was a teacher in a school, right? Correct. Sarita. Now let's move to number B, that is Sarita. Who is Sarita? Sarita is Bir Bahadur's wife, obviously, isn't that? And then let's move to next, number C, Bir Bahadur's death. Bir Bahadur's death, what could be the answer? Bir Bahadur, the school gun, writes a letter to Bir Bahadur's wife gun, was untimely. Yes, this would be appropriate one, isn't it? Bir Bahadur's death was untimely. D number, the students. The students extend condolence to the family. Okay, yes. And then finally, Hamid. Hamid Hamid writes. Hamid writes a letter to Bir Bahadur's wife. Is it correct? Have you done? Okay, try it. And here are the answer to check after doing. Okay, this is answer key. Bir Bahadur was a teacher in a school. Sarita is Bir Bahadur's wife. Bir Bahadur's death was untimely. The students extend condolence to the family. Hamid writes a letter to Bir Bahadur's wife. Now this exercise is also over. We move to next exercise, that is true or false. Okay. Read the message of condolence and sympathy once again and decide whether the following sentences are true or false. Like, Bir Bahadur passed away in his old age. Was it true or false? Was he in old age? Obviously not, because it was written that untimely. That means this statement is false. Let's move to next. The message of condolence is for his friends and family. Yes, it was, right? So, it is true. Number C. Hamid didn't attend the funeral because he did not like it. Was it? He didn't like and he did not go? No, there was another reason. What was that? He was not at home at that time. Let's say he went to Mecca, right? So he was not there, that's why he did not go. It's not because of his dislike. So obviously it is false. Bir Bahadur's colleagues liked him very much. Yes, he was popular, right? He was popular teacher. That's why he was liked. We can say he was liked. So it is true. Hamid is perhaps one of his colleagues. Of course, right? His friends, so colleagues, true. The loss of life is repairable or regained. Can we regain our life once we lose it? Is it possible? Obviously not. It is inevitable. That is inevitable. Once it is caused, then we cannot regain it. So it is false, right? So answer becomes like this: false, true, false, true, true, false. So this is your answer key. And then finally, one more activity is left, that is read and answer. Read the text, both text again, and there are 5 questions to be solved. Like number 1, what was the name of the school where Bir Bahadur worked? You can directly find the name of school in message of condolence. And number B, what was the cause of his death? The cause was also clearly mentioned. What was the cause? According to the text, what was Bir Bahadur's like? How was he? How he used to be during his life? Did people like him or not? Was he lively? How was he? Describe him. How his features. Number D. How are the text in the first and second box different? We have discussed it earlier. There are differences between message of condolence and then letter of sympathy. And there are differences, though they are similar, there are differences. And we have found then who is the message of condolence for and who will receive the letter. So first text for whom and then second text for whom. You have to find out. So for your convenience, I have given here clues as answer key. So this is just clue, not full sentence. You have to write it in full sentence. Like number A, the school's name is Patton Higher Secondary School. The cause of death was brain hemorrhage. How was he, Bir Bahadur? Bir Bahadur was popular and helpful in his life, during his life. And then message of condolence is to be published in the newspaper. I have written verses, or you can say whereas letter of sympathy is to be sent at the dead person's home. So this is not the complete answer. These are clues. Please write in complete sentences. And so these are the differences. And then finally, so the first text was for the friends and family of the person, Bir Bahadur, and second one is for the wife of Bir Bahadur, that is Sarita. So with this exercise, I would like to announce that the class, this much for today. Thank you so much for your attention. Please complete these exercises after this class. Thank you. Namaste.